What is up, Libra? How y'all doing? It's time to go ahead and knock out your February 2024 main monthly reading. Can you see me clearly? Should I do that? I got a shadow on my face, don't I? I don't know where there's a light that I could shine on me in here, so. Oh, well, it don't matter. The message is what's important. As long as you can hear me good, that's all that matters. February 2024 for Libra. For those of you who would like to find out how to schedule a personal reading, all the information on how to go about doing that is down in the description of this video. Also, here very soon, at some point this week, there's going to be a new course available in my School of Self-Mastery. So it's going to be a continuation of the How to Read Tarot course. In the first tarot course that I put out, it focuses primarily on the meanings of the cards, and that's a lot of video content. But I focused very little on the actual intuitive side of reading, and I'm going to make a whole course dedicated to that. Also, there's a bundle option for my courses as well that we just put on my website, where if you were to buy them all, it would be like 60 bucks or something like that. And there's a bundle option where you can get them all for 45. So anyway, keep an eye on that. I will announce that when that is made available, the new course that is. All right, let's jump on into this. So I'm starting these off with a quick past, present, future. Quick past, present, future. And we're going to see what it hits on the hardest. If it hits on the past, we're going to go with the past. If it hits on the present, we'll go with the present moment, or future, then we'll go with the future. Ooh, the death card, though. Not speaking on that just yet. Hang on. All right. Okay, Knight of Pentacles in the reverse, Judgment, Empress. Oh, wow. Some of y'all had something long-term that came to an end in the past. But whether it was long-term or not, because I think for the majority of you, this feels like something long-term that came to an end. But even if it wasn't, something deep down inside of you feels like it was supposed to be. Like you can tell this wasn't supposed to be just some silly little relationship that starts and stops. You could feel that you all had a soul contract to have something that was supposed to be long-term and very stable. Could have been a Taurus for some of you. I also have Scorpio here. It's not even telling me why. It's not telling me what went wrong. So what that kind of indicates to me is that this probably wasn't supposed to happen. When I say wasn't supposed to happen, I mean wasn't part of the soul contract. I don't think it was part of the soul contract. Creeping up into the present moment. You're not even waiting on this anymore, are you? It's getting to the point to where you're about done waiting on this. I'm kind of feeling like, though, that this person has probably tried to get your attention. Now, I don't know if you've purposely ignored them or if it just never hit your radar. But I'm thinking that, I don't know, man, creeping up into the future. Ooh, I do think there will be a brief reconnection. So this is hitting on the past. Most of the time, when I do that, it hits on the past. Most of the time. So I'm feeling like there's going to be a brief reconnection in the future. There will more than likely be a reconnection. And here's the funny thing, too, especially for those of you who are wanting a reconnection. By the time it's finally given to you, you're not even 100% sure as to whether or not you want to work on this. So it's almost like the two of you are reconnecting when it's too late and you've already done some healing. And once you've already done some healing, you're like, nah, you know what? I don't think I want to take the chance on this again. Once you do some healing from this. Some of you, there's a third party in the way here, especially if you got left for somebody else. Okay. Wow, that's interesting. All right, well, Let's see this person's feelings and intentions. Person from the past. Excuse me. Person from the past and their true feelings and intentions. Ah, see, King of Wands reversed. Yeah, this person been playing games. Yup, this person thought they were just going to play around. They didn't really take this seriously. They didn't take the soul contract seriously. I think there's a third party or some kind of third energy involved here. So, and another thing that you have to think about too, when people start doing shit like this, it's because they're covering up a bunch of problems that they have. King of Cups reversed, King of Wands reversed, Three of Swords. Yeah, this person is trying to cover up a lot of internal issues that they have. Yeah, okay. So, I'm kind of feeling like they're probably trying to escape this, more than likely, by just either dumping all their attention. If for those of you who got left for somebody else, they're dumping all their attention into that. Or they're just trying to find somebody new, one of the two. Trying to block this out, forget about it. But with the Empress, see, at the deepest level, here's that Empress again. At the deepest level, they know that this wasn't supposed to come to an end. They know this. So they're trying to block it out and forget about it. And see, they know they got to have their guard up. They know this. They know this. Six of Cups. See, they're looking back. If they allow themselves to think about it, and they look back, they miss the good old days. So they're trying not to think about this. They're trying not to think about it because they know they messed up. They know they messed up. This may be a little bit specific, but it feels like the majority of the Libras who need to hear this message here kind of feels like this is a situation in which you were left. Now let's look at the outcome of the situation. What's the outcome of this situation? Ooh, the Devil card. Like I said, I'm thinking there's going to probably be a brief reconnection. Hang on. Yeah, I'm feeling a brief reconnection, and I think by the time they try to reconnect with you, it's going to be too late. It's going to be too late, yup. Communication. But, ooh, if anything, it'll probably just turn into some drama, if anything. Well, what's the advice then? What's the advice? Six of Swords. I mean, that's all you can do. Very frequently, most of the time, we're given like not very many chances to work out a soul contract. Not very many. I'm not saying we're never given more than one chance ever. But very frequently, when we enter into a soul contract, if we mess it up, it is incredibly hard to work through the energetic shitball that we created when we screwed it up. It's really hard. Really, really hard. So every time we try to come back and fix it, there's another layer of energetic bullshit piled on top of us, in addition to the problems that we were facing anyway. So there's that much more shit that we got to work through. So it just becomes so difficult that most of the time, if you don't figure out a soul contract in the first or second try, I mean, I'll put it to you like this. I've never personally witnessed a successful reconciliation. I've never seen it happen. Now, I'm not claiming that it's never happened. I'm sure that it's happened out there somewhere in the ether of recorded history. And I'm not saying that it can't happen. I'm just saying that the work that it takes on both parts to make a reconciliation happen successfully is so extensive that it's just incredibly rare to find two people who are willing to do that work. Not just one person, not just the other person, not just the person who was the primary catalyst for the majority of the problems, but both people. All right. All right. So let's take a look at the current person. Person Libra is currently with. Remember, if there's no problems in your current relationship, this is not for you. Like I always say, if there's no problems in your current relationship, I don't even know why you're watching me. You can watch if you want. I just don't understand why you're watching me. If you got a relationship and everything's all good and it's healthy and there's no issues and no concerns, what are you even doing on my channel? I mean, you're welcome here if you want. I just don't know what the hell you're doing here. All right, let's see. What's the issue? What's the problem? What's going wrong with Libra and the current person? Oh, there it is. See that? See, it's yelling at me there. See that? What is it? Two of Cups reversed. So it's feeling like you're ready to bail out. It's feeling like you're ready. Hermit. Oh, there's a suspected third party. Some of you are just ready to be single and abandon this altogether. I don't know if you know for a fact that there was a third party at one point, or if you just strongly suspect it, or if they suspect you have a third party, but there's a lot of trust issues here. And this is because, look, what's this? Two of Cups reversed, Nine of Cups, Five of Pentacles. That's telling me that a lot of you would rather be single than be in a relationship where there's trust issues. But for some of you, maybe there's kids involved, and that's the only reason why you're staying. But y'all ain't in love. Not anymore. That died off a while back. Or maybe children or finances may be the only reason why you're sticking around. Very possibly. Very possibly. So, okay. Some of you are dealing with a Taurus. I think Taurus. Yeah, I got two Taurus cards here, and that's it. Oh, I got Virgo, too. Oh, yeah. And the Virgo. I'm sorry. The Hermit with the Nine of Cups. Some of y'all are just ready to go be by yourself for a little bit and take a break. All right, I can't get nothing else out of that spread there. Okay. Let's see how they feel about you and what their energy looks like. How's the current person feel about Libra? What's their energy look like? Oh, maybe they're only sticking around for finances too. Or depending on okay, so here's the different ways this can work. If they make more money than you, they may think that you're only sticking around for the money. If you make more than them and you're wondering if they're just sticking around for your money, this is the card for it. But regardless of how you want to slice that, this is still the financial codependency, or materialistic. I'm only around for materialistic reasons. Yeah, very materialistic type of connection that we're dealing with here. Could be an earth sign for some of you. Two of Cups reversed again. See, they don't trust you. This feels to me like y'all don't trust each other. They feel karmically tied to you and they don't know why. I think this is a connection that it's like it bothers them. They wish they could walk away from this, but they can't. So I think you all pretty much mirror each other as far as how you feel about each other. If you're wondering how they feel about you, same way you feel about them. If you're wondering. Let's see the outcome of the situation. What is the outcome of the situation for February? Again, in all these readings, I've been saying January. So I don't know if I said January at any point in this video. If I did, my apologies. I don't know why that has been coming out of my mouth for almost every February video. I might have even said it in the beginning now that I think about it. I might have said January for the beginning. I mean February. I swear, if it comes out of my mouth, I'm not putting February intentions. I'm sorry. I'm not putting January intentions into this. I don't know what it is that makes me keep wanting to say January for every single February reading. So the outcome for February. Outcome for February. Oh, it's telling me you about ready to walk away from this. Done with the toxicity, man. Uh-oh, it is telling me too, though, that somebody else might catch your eye. You might have another love interest make their way in the picture. It's telling me that somebody else might end up catching your eye and you may end up walking away for somebody else. Be careful with that, y'all. Be careful with that. I don't have the time today to break down the energetic schematics behind why that's risky. But be careful with that. That's all I'm going to say. So, yeah, that's what it tells me is coming. You might end up, either way, whether there's another love interest or not, I think for a lot of you there will be. But it's telling me you're about to just walk away from this. What's the advice? Yeah, don't let it turn into no drama. It's not worth the drama. Now, obviously, naturally, in any relationship, there's going to be issues. There is no such thing as a relationship with no issues, with no problems, with no challenges, with no obstacles. Let me just put it to you like this. If you're in a relationship with somebody and there's no challenges, there's no issues, not one argument ever, never, ever, somebody's being fake. Somebody's being fake. It don't work that way. And that's fine. That's cool. Whenever we start butting heads, now, to a certain degree, as long as there is no verbal abuse, no domestic violence, two people just simply going at it with a difference of opinion can be a positive thing. It can be an opportunity for growth and expansion. But when we keep cycling around, and that just keeps, we end up bathing and basking in that energy, and it ends up being nothing but drama, like all the time. That's when it starts to turn toxic. When a relationship is nothing but a war zone, that's when it's time to go, dude. That's when it's time to go. You should never have to fight for a relationship. I get that question all the time. Should I continue to fight for this? I'm like, you never should have been fighting for it to begin with. There's a difference between fighting for something and working towards something. You see what I'm saying? You should not have to fight for love. That's not love. If you're fighting for something, that's control, not love. That's control. So for those of you who are just straight up not interested in working this out, here's what I always say. What I always say is, imagine you could flip a magic switch and make your relationship work out perfectly. Would you be interested in doing that? If the answer is no, it's time to go. It's time to go. See, the only other thing that you can do is work on raising your own vibration. Here's the problem with that, though. If you work on raising your own vibration and the person that you're with does not, the two of you are going to separate anyway by way of universal law. And that's really the only two options you can do. And guess what? Raising your own vibration while you're in a relationship is really difficult. That's tricky. That requires a very conscious, skilled energy worker. I'm not saying it's impossible. You can do it. It's just hard. It's hard to do that. We always want to match the frequency of the people around us, naturally, subconsciously. So when you choose to put up your shield and disengage energetically with somebody who is a close personal part of your life and focus on your own energy apart from them, that's tricky. That's tough. But if you want to keep this person in your life, that would be the only way that you can do it. If they choose to raise frequencies with you. That's the only way that the two of you can ascend together up out of a low vibration and make it to a timeline that produces a better result. Does that make sense? Make sense? All right, let's look at the new person. New person, February 2024. New person, new person. How are things looking between Libra and the newest person who just showed up for February 2024? Uh-oh, King of Swords reversed. Some of you may be thinking that this person is playing mind games with you. Now, this is not their intentions yet, so I'm not saying that they are or they're not. But I think some of you are wondering if they're playing mind games with you. King of Pentacles reversed. King of Swords reversed. Okay. So this is starting to weigh on you a little bit. I'm not seeing separation happening, no. So for those of you wondering whether or not this is coming to an end in February, I don't think so. But this is weighing on you and it's knocking you way off balance because there's some kind of communication issue going on here. Some kind of communication issue. And you're starting to wonder if this person is fucking with you. Starting to wonder if they're playing mind games with you. Okay. You know what I'm thinking it is? One, the other, or both of you, somebody here, is carrying the past vibrational baggage from the past into this connection. Somebody. Okay. Well, that's about all I can get out of this one here. Okay. Let's see here. Let's see the new person's actual intentions and energy. Let's see their actual intentions and energy. Boom. Five of Swords. Yeah, so they do have a side of them that they're not letting you see right now. They do. They haven't let you see their dark side yet. Let's put it that way. Knight of Wands reversed. Okay. Yeah, King of Cups reversed. Yeah. So they're dealing with a lot. Something really fucked up just recently happened in their life. And they're trying to stay closed off because they don't know how to deal with it. So they're pretending that they're happy. And they may be trying to cover it up materialistically. Put a false cloak of fake happiness. But are they playing mind games with you? I don't think so. I don't think so. I think this is the only way that they know to deal with the shit that they're going through. They got a war zone going on in here. And they're just putting a fake smile on over it while they're battling all these demons going on inside of them. And like I said, I don't think it has anything to do with you. I don't. So are their intentions bad? It's teeter-tottering. Because we also got this Seven of Cups here too. So have they made the decision to commit to you and you only? I don't think so. I don't think they've made that decision yet. I think they're afraid of falling in love too. Now, I don't know what this was that happened in their life. I don't know if a relationship just recently came to an end or maybe the death of a loved one or something like that. I don't know. But whatever it is, they're not having a very good time trying to process through it and connect with you. That makes sense? So, okay, well, let's see the outcome for February. Let's see. What's the outcome for February? Okay, so I see communication staying open. Like I've already said, though, I don't think things are coming to an end, though. Matter of fact, quite the opposite. I think this connection is going to get stronger and stronger and stronger. So, yeah, this connection is going to keep getting stronger. And if you all haven't straightened out whatever this vibrational anomaly is that's happening between the two of you, it could turn ugly. It could. I don't see that happening yet, but later on down the line, it could. Let's get the advice here. What's the advice? What is the best advice? Maintain your emotional independence. Don't give the key to your happiness to this person. Don't expect this person to make you happy. Communication, dude. Communication. So I think I've given this advice to like 3 or 4 other signs where the most important thing that you can do when you connect with a new person is it has to be made known and it has to be made very, very clear that I'm not judging you. When you hang with me, you are free to open up and be yourself. You're free to open up and just be you. I'm not going to judge you for your past. I'm not going to judge you for what you've been going through or for some of the stupid mistakes that you've made in the past. We all got dumbass mistakes we made in our past. Every last one of us has some shit that we look back on that makes us cringe. Like, oh my God, why did I do that? Oh, it was so stupid. We all got that. No judgment here with me. And as long as they understand that, the guard will start to come down. The guard will start to come down. Unless you think the tension is just getting so insane, but this is one of those connections that's going to get stronger and stronger and stronger the more that time rolls on, okay? So that communication and both of y'all letting y'all's guards down is going to be very important. Or this could, I don't think it's going to come to an end, but it could just turn very ugly very fast, as strong as this connection's about to start getting. So make sure you all establish firm communication. I know it sounds cliche, it sounds silly, but those little things are the little things that add up. You know, the majority of relationships that come to an end, most of the time, they don't come to an end over big things. They come to an end over little bitty shit adding up over a period of time that never gets processed through. That makes sense? All right, well, I feel like those were the messages that my Libra friends needed to hear. So I'm going to go ahead and end this video here. I am eternally grateful for every last one of you that tuned in, played along, and showed love, support, and positive feedback. That's what makes my job worthwhile here on YouTube, y'all. I greatly appreciate you. Don't forget to look down in the description of this video if you would like to find out how to schedule a personal reading. And I'm out of here now, y'all. Thanks again for tuning in. I'll see you sometime between now and the rest of all eternity. Y'all stay blessed.